Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'd like to say at the beginning of my videos that I like to use Minecraft gameplay while discussing more serious subjects. So if you're new here and you're wondering what the heck is this is what I clicked on, well, that's what it is. I've noticed I actually need a lot more oak. But I did want to talk a little bit about that CEO who was shot. I'm gonna go into the details. There's so many videos you could watch about the details on that. And a lot of people have views about right or wrong, but that's also not what I want to talk about. But it did remind me of something I've heard a lot of people say. With, well, not so much with respect to God, but with respect to what their plan is when they pass away. I've heard so many people say something like, oh, well, I'm gonna pray like crazy on my deathbed. Well, this CEO's recent death has shown that there's probably a good chance you're not going to be able to pray like crazy on your deathbed. I mean, look at him. He was probably in pretty good health. Probably had different insurance than what he was selling people. It was broad daylight, and he got shot down in the street. So if his plan was to pray like crazy on his deathbed, well, didn't quite work out that way for him. So, I mean, it just goes to say, I mean, you could die for anything from, well, I don't want to say anything at any time. Well, you could die from anything at any time. He probably wasn't expecting to be shot in broad daylight, which, I mean, let's be honest, most people don't see something like that coming. Do I need more than 40 stairs? I really don't know. I will probably need more than 40 stairs. So this is more of a guess for lack of a better word, warning. I mean, don't wait till tomorrow. What you probably should do today. And then, of course, there's also the blatantly obvious fact that if your life is garbage, well, God can fix that too. It's not just about going to heaven. I mean, that should be a goal you have. I mean, obviously, but you'll find out if you You'll find out that if you have a relationship with God, you're not going to have so many problems anymore. I mean, that's just the truth of the matter. For one stairs, I imagine Deathbed finished that. Although the sun is setting. There was one other thing I want to talk about a little bit more from a political standpoint, or not political, but, well, a constitutional standpoint. Now, a lot of people make a big fuss about, oh, Joe Biden shouldn't be pardoning his son. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised Joe Biden hasn't pardoned his son before this. It's generally understood that when politicians leave office, they can pardon people that they feel like were wronged for whatever reason. So, just pardoning his son, I don't really have a problem with that. As opposed to everyone else who seems to have a problem with that, and I'm no supporter of Joe Biden or even Hunter Biden. But I feel like the basis of which he got convicted of the gun charge, I have no feelings about the income tax evasion charges. That's not something I even remotely want to talk about. But the gun charges. I mean, I feel like if I were Trump and I came into the White House and he had those gun charges still against him, I would probably pardon him personally. And here's why. First of all, the evidence they had against him violated his Fourth Amendment rights. Now, I know a lot of people say the Fourth Amendment says a lot of things, so I do have a copy of it here that I can read to you. And I feel like I've read on this chapter one, or this channel once before, but it's a good thing to know. So, the Fourth Amendment says, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. English. Actually, that's my first language. But searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. wonder if the game's trying to tell me something with this one. We're in the Constitution, it starts raining. But anyway, I feel like, I mean, obviously the second part of that about warrants, I mean, that's going to obviously be the government, but at no point does it actually say government. And I do feel like Hunter Biden had a seizure of his effects by what they took off the hard drive on that computer of his. Just because the company wasn't the government doesn't mean that they have a blanketed right to steal someone's information. I mean, that's just really not alright in any stretch of the imagination. So I definitely think his that he had his hard drive searched and had files seized off of it without him saying, hey, this is okay, go ahead and do that. So, first and foremost, yeah, his Fourth Amendment rights, in my opinion, were definitely violated. And of course, there's the fact that the charge itself is also unconstitutional under the Second Amendment, and by now everyone knows what the Second Amendment is. Now, do I think it's a good idea for someone who's high or under the influence of anything to be wielding a gun? No. That'd be crazy. But once I started thinking about this, well, rather than deciding that a person can't own a firearm, maybe it'd be a better idea to instead say, hey, you have to keep it in a combination safe or some sort of lock safe. You know, something that you know you can lock it in if you're going to be going out to the bars, or in the case of Hunter Biden, the cocaine den. You know, and I mean, but regardless of what the best solution is, excuse me, regardless of whatever the best solution is to not hurt others with that weapon, I don't think the automatic best solution is to just decide, oh, well, we're not going to allow you to own a weapon because we have the power to do that. Although at this point it's pretty obvious that city of New York doesn't actually care about your constitutional rights at all. Which is really unfortunate. I mean, the state of New York was one of the states that fought in the Revolutionary War, if my history is correct, and now apparently the things their ancestors fought for, they have no interest in preserving. So, like I'm saying, as far as that weapons charge goes, the law itself is unconstitutional, and the means they use to charge him also violated his constitutional rights. Do I want to keep these torches in here? I definitely have the room. The idea, though, was, I'd have the lanterns on the outside, and they would shine through the glass, and that would light up in here good enough. I feel like I should pull these out, and then if I ever have a creeper spawn in here, I'll know that the lanterns are not actually doing what I thought they would. But I think I will leave that video here for today. And I basically finished the covered bridge. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have glass on the top, make basically the entire roof spawn proof. And not have the torch spawn in here, but instead having the lanterns on the outside of the windows shining through hopefully enough light to not have creatures spawn in here. We'll have to see if that works out as such. But I believe that's the case. If it's not, well, I can probably do some lanterns inside, or the torches up on this beam do not look terrible. So, and I have extra stairs, so it's a good thing I didn't build any more. But yeah, I'll leave this video here. Leave a like, a subscribe, comments, and I will talk to you next time. Have a good day. Have a blessed day. Thank you.